Okay, team. Good morning. I love that you guys get on this with me early in the morning because trust me, I like to sleep in on Saturdays too. But I'm like, at least if I can get on this, get my little power hour done, then I can enjoy the rest of my day, get everything done. So we are end of August here. This is our last call for August. And September is going to be an awesome month for calls because we have a couple coaches on our team that are talking. So I'm excited. Let me get my screen share up here. All right, we good? Everybody can see my screen. All right. So we have our strategy session, but before we do that, look at this slide. We have 17 new coaches on our team for the month of August. I think that is amazing. Everybody is doing phenomenal. I don't know what changed with everyone this month, but whatever changed with you all, just keep doing it because it's working. We have 17 new coaches. We have, wait till you see the next slide, all the people that have points on the board for Success Club was like, we had to, when we put the slides together, my daughter helps me put these slides together. And when we put these slides together, we had to make the number smaller for the print so we can fit all the names on there for the Success Club. So that's awesome. But I wanted to take a moment and just welcome all of these new coaches to our little family our little family that we have going on here. Let's see. I mean, it's just awesome to me, the amount of new coaches that we brought on board. So I will be opening up on the 12th of September, the Coach Basics Beginners for all of these new coaches. So even if they're a discount coach, I think the Basics Beginners would be good for them to do just because they can learn what they have in the back office. They can learn how to see things. They can learn where to find their order and track their orders and things like that. So make sure that if any of these new coaches or any of yours, make sure that they get plugged into that group because the Coach Basics Beginners that I do is nothing about, and they don't have to post anything on their social media. That's the advanced one. The beginners one is just welcoming them as coach, telling them what it means to be a coach, explaining to them how to set up direct deposit so that way if they do decide to start sharing with their friends, or if their friends come to them and say, oh, you're getting great results, what are you doing? And they end up buying something from them, it's all set up and ready to go for them. So I think that would be good for all coaches, whatever level that they want to be. So that will be September 12th. I will have that posted in our team page, but just wanted to let you guys know. Look at this one. Look at these names. Everybody is doing fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, look at all the lives changed there with all those Success Club points. You got to think for every 2 points, that's one person. So look at all those people changed. And then we have about 7 of us that only need one more point to hit that Success Club mark, which is what you should be shooting for every month in your business. But we have some awesome things in place for Success Club. This month ends the $100 cash prize giveaway. We already have some names in the hat now. Just a reminder on how you get that. For when you hit Success Club, you get your name in the hat one time. When you rank advance, you notice I don't say if you rank advance. When you rank advance, you get your name in the hat 2 times. So you have a possibility this month, if you haven't ranked advanced yet and you have points on the board, to get your name in there 2 times to win the $100 cash prize. On top of that, anybody hitting Success Club this month, Michael Greenberg wants to give a personal development book of your choice. So that's his gift to you guys. He is so impressed with our team, and he's been watching us grow month by month by month, that he wanted to offer that for our team. He had posted that on one of the photos that I posted for Success Club. So anybody that hits it this month will also get a personal development book of their choice from him, as well as a $100 cash prize, as well as the team bracelet. Also, we have something awesome that I'm doing with Mike and Jen. Anybody from here on out for the rest of the month, I don't know if you guys saw my live video on our team page. If you sign a coach between now and the end of the month, or a challenger between now and the end of the month, you get an exclusive Q&A Zoom call with Jennifer and Michael Greenberg. So, it'll be our team. So anybody from our team between now and then that gets a challenger signed up or a coach signed up, will get all the information, the Zoom link and everything like that to do a Q&A. So that would be fantastic for your business. You can pick their brain. You can ask them any questions you have. They can ask you questions. Sometimes their questions will open up your eyes like, oh yeah, why am I not doing that? And it really, like, trust me, I do Zooms with them weekly. And every time I'm done with a Zoom call, I'm powered up. Like, I try new things, I implement things that we talk about. Maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. So really, really push, really reach out, keep reaching out to people. The health bet is awesome for this month and for our team challenge group that we have going in the app. So don't forget, any of you that have challengers, let me know. I will put you in the app as a coach. That way you can invite your challengers. Let's see, somebody chatted on here. Oh, good morning, Heather. And then, so utilize the health bet, guys. I mean, they don't have to enter, like we were talking about before we started the call, we were just chatting a little bit. They don't have to enter anything to get the money. They just have to be invited by their coach into the challenge group, which the challenge group has already been opened. We have a good amount of people in there already. And it's in the My Challenge Tracker app. All of you guys should be in it. So if you haven't told me that you want to be part of that, you need to let me know so I can send you an email. So message me or text me at some point today, and I will email you the invite to the challenge group, because coaches can get the money also. It's not just our challengers, it's for us as well. And just in case you guys don't understand the health bet, you have to be in a challenge group in the My Challenge Tracker app, which is Beachbody's app for challenge groups, which is where I'm going to be running all of mine. Now that they made the change that you can have more than one coach coaching a group, that's where all my challenge groups will be run. It's a lot easier. I have less notifications on my Facebook, so I can see all my other stuff on Facebook a lot better. And I like the fact that I can really watch my challengers better, because they have to log their things. So if they're not logging their shakes and they're not logging their workouts, I can help them better. It's more as if, like, I'm at their house with them and I know what they're doing because they're logging it. So I really like that a lot better. But you have to be in the Challenge Tracker app. You have to log your Shakeology every day. You have to post a picture of your Shakeology every day. And then you have to log only 3 workouts that week, and you automatically are somebody that will be getting part of that money. And it's going to go from $1 million to $3 million. It starts at $1 million, and then for every challenge pack sold this month, $5 is going to go into that $1 million pot. So it can go up to like $3 million. How much we're going to get each, have no idea, but they do have the possibility of at least getting, money back for what they paid for their challenge pack. Can't guarantee they're going to get all of it back, but they're going to get some money back of what they paid to get started. And then if they got great results, sign them up as a coach, let them share with their friends the results that they got, and then start getting their Shakeology for free. So it's a great, great thing to share. So those are all the awesome things that are going on. And the health bet is going to start September 5th. Even though our challenge group starts Monday, we wanted to have a prep week to make sure everybody understands what they need to do to get part of the money. Not even everybody finished downloading the app yet. So we have to go in as coaches, If your people have not downloaded that app yet, there's not a check mark by their name in the My Challenge portal. You need to reach out to them and let them know if they don't have that set up, they will not get part of the money. And just make sure you keep reminding them of that. I don't want the end to come and they're like, but I did it all and I didn't get any money. Well, you didn't put anything in the app, so nobody knows you did it. So just make sure. Our rank advancements. So, and this was for this week so far, this month. So Amy got her bling bling back. Mm-hmm. So we were super excited about that. She busted her butt and worked hard. You only lost it for a week, but, it was 2 weeks. That's right. No, right.
It was 1 week, but 2 people.
Right. Yeah. She got, one person went inactive. She got another person, but as she got the other person, another person went inactive and she got another person. So she signed 2 people in the 1 week and got her diamond back. And Amy is going to be one of the ones speaking next month on our call. So she's going to talk a little bit about that kinds of stuff. Amy and Tara are going to be our guest speakers next month. So you guys make sure that you tune in for those. And then we have Holly. Holly is a new coach. She's one of Michelle Bosse's coaches. She is a brand new coach, and she went Emerald, I want to say like her first week. Maybe it was her second week. She signed, both of her sisters decided to join her to start building the business. She is a business builder. She wants to go up, 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 up with the business. So good job to both of you ladies, and congratulations. And Holly, I will get with Michelle and get with you to put you into the Emerald to Diamond training to get yourself to where you want to go with your business. So now we will open it up to our coach strategy session. So what this call is for at the end of each month is I want to chat about the month. I want to figure out where and if you guys struggled. I also would like to hear maybe new things that you guys tried implementing this month or even this week. If you've tried new things that you're finding are actually working for you, because by you sharing that might help somebody else on the team, and that might also work for them. So I would like this session to just be questions that you guys have, something you might be struggling with, something that's working for you. You know, like with Amy, maybe Amy implemented something different this week that helped her sign those 2 people in 1 week and get her points on the board. So I would like it to be sharing, asking questions, and just seeing how I can help you better. So it is opened up. If anybody is having any struggles with anything. Lonnie, did you figure out how to see everybody on yours?
No, it's not working. I even left and came back and it's still not.
I saw that. Maybe it's because are you on your iPad?
Yeah. But I'm always on my iPad.
Yeah, that's weird.
Heather says she can't see everybody either.
I only see, like right now, I only see Amy and me.
That's because you guys are it's on speaker view. Yeah. Speaker.
And now I see Natalie.
Lucy has stuff to say.
Yeah, Lucy wants to be a part of it.
I don't get it.
That's really weird. I know at the top right you can change the view. It's
Yeah,
a box
gallery
with dots in
view.
it or something.
It's not there.
Really, Lucy?
It's annoying me.
So Amy, do you mind sharing with anybody if you implemented anything different this week that helped you?
Well, I don't really want to share anything that's going to be on the call.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
Yeah, don't share all that.
But I guess, like when we had our lunch the other day, I was telling Tanya and Heather that I have learned from this last 2 years pretty much to not listen to all the other top coaches. I mean, they're great to take in their experience and whatever, but I've spent so much time trying to duplicate what they were doing. It didn't work for me, you know, and Jen and Tanya, you have to be yourself. And finally, I just stopped doing all their things and just put me out there. And like the 2 people that I signed this last week, they reached out to me. One I didn't know. And the second one, I had invited her last year sometime, and she said no. So they reached out to me this week. So it was perfect timing. I'm doing my note cards every day, except Sunday. Sunday's the only day I won't do it. I do work on Sunday, but I don't dedicate note cards. I just figured I have to do what works for me. Because I can't tell you how many times I followed exactly what they said, and I got nothing. So
it's very true. Yeah.
I'm just doing what works for me. I'm just being
That's good. And look at the difference.
Yeah.
You know, and that it's really true. I mean, it's good to like follow them to see different ways that they share without being salesy and things like that. But I fell into that same trap. And that's one thing I changed this month. I really even stopped going on their walls as much because I'm like, you know what? I've been doing this for over 3 years. I'm going to share however the hell I want to share. If I want to say my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and shake my shake, that's what I'm going to do. You know, so I really stopped going on a lot of their walls too, because I was finding that I would go on their walls and then maybe my things weren't coming off as authentic, or maybe I have friends that are their friends. So they're kind of, oh, I just saw something like this. You know what I mean? So I totally agree with that. It's okay to have top coaches that you kind of follow maybe for inspiration. Like maybe they inspire you to be a good coach, or they inspire you to work every day or whatever, but you still have to be authentic to who you are. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Like, you know, it's good. Like Lindsay Matway's her own little, she's like a Barbie doll. I'm nowhere near a Barbie doll. I'm totally different. So it's good to like follow her to get that inspiration, or to follow her to get ideas on how she shares.
Business ideas.
Exactly.
Like
business ideas, but not personality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to share how to do makeup because I don't freaking know. Like, I know how to put a little bit on, but I'm not a pro. I don't put like, things under my eyes or whatever. That's her thing. She's all about that. I'm not, so I get little, like Amy said, business ideas, but not changing your personality. So you have to be sure that if you're following these people, you're not changing who you are. You're just getting different ideas on how to share the business, because that was one thing for me. I thought I was following them for that purpose. I thought I was following them for like business ideas and stuff like that. But, if I look at, like, cause you have the time hop thing that pops up on this day on Facebook, and I'll see something from a year ago and I'm like, oh, that's not how I say anything like that now. Or that's not how I share my shakes now, because I stopped trying to be like everybody else. Cause you want to be that top coach. You're like, okay, let me act like the top coach and then I'll be the top coach. And it doesn't happen that way. You just have to be you, because your friends that are following you know who you are. They hang out with you outside of Facebook. So if you don't act like yourself on Facebook, they know something's up, That was a great topic to hit on, Amy, because that's so true. That is so true. Is anybody struggling with anything? Like, I know, Natalie, you were going through some stuff with a couple people.
Yeah, and I think I have 2 more that are gonna sign up, and they're the ones that I've been talking to that have been like money problems, and one of them like asking.
That's the one that you showed me about, right? That came right out and said, "Can you just give me the money for it?"
Yeah, I was like, can you ask your parents?
You guys aren't even close friends, and she's like, "But can you just give me the money for the challenge pack?"
Yeah.
Like, what?
But I think she's gonna do it. I even offered her, like $25 back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I did. I struggled when I had the 2 coaches who I was hoping those 2 out of anybody would want to start building the business. Yeah. So, but I was at a friend's house when I was back home, and another mutual friend of ours came over. She's like, I'm going to order from you. She's like, trust me, I've been watching you. She's never commented. She's never liked any of my posts. She's like, I watch you. And I mean, she hasn't ordered yet, so we'll see. But, that just makes me, that really kept wanting me to keep going, because I know that's true. I know that they're watching, even though they're not liking or commenting or whatever. So
they definitely are. I call them the creepers.
Yeah.
They just creep on Facebook, but they just like want to watch what we're doing, and they don't. That's why don't get discouraged if you don't have any likes on your post. Don't get discouraged if they don't comment. Just stay consistent with sharing what you're doing. And I've been doing it for 30-something years, and I still don't get comments on my post. Or maybe I'll do a post and I'm like, oh man, that's a cool post, and I'll get like 1 like. I'm like, okay, I guess it wasn't that cool. They're looking at it, they're seeing it on their news feed, but they're just not liking or commenting. So it's there. The content's still out there. So don't let that discourage you. I used to let that kind of stuff discourage me at the beginning. And I'm like, well, maybe I need to word it more like this person because she got 20 likes, and, maybe I'll try that. So it was trying a lot of things, but until I started just really being me.
As far as following the other coaches, that's another thing that I don't do as much. Like, I was making sure my like page was like they said. I was making sure, checking the numbers, checking this, checking the statistics. That's not getting me to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't schedule my like page anymore. I do it the night before, when I used to do it the month before. And if there's only 3 posts on there instead of 5, oh well, because I'm talking to them behind the scenes.
Right.
So instead of me stressing out about making sure ABC, there's a blog, there's a website, you have a like page, it looks like this, you do that. I don't do any of that anymore. I mean, it's there, don't get me wrong, I don't neglect it, but talking to the people is where my focus is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that's going to get them to that, and my personal page. Because if my personal page is empty, then obviously I'm missing. But I don't do any of that serious, you have to have this anymore.
That's something that I changed this month also. I used to like stress Mondays. I would sit and I would schedule my life page for that entire next week into the next Monday. So then the next Monday I would start and do Tuesday through Monday. And I hadn't done that this month. And I was starting to stress about it. And I'm like, well, as long as the day before I'm doing the next day, that's all that matters. And same thing, Amy, like I have it scheduled to post like 4 that day. If I don't get them all done, as long as there's some content on my like page, because the whole purpose of my like page is to get new people and switch them over to my personal page. So my personal page needs to be where I'm really sharing who Tanya is. You know, like I'll post about the business on my like page. I'll share some stuff from my like page sometimes. I share my workouts from my personal page to my like page. So maybe that'll help them get to my personal page also. But I do the same thing. I haven't really like stressed it. I still focus on it. I still make sure it's ready for the next day, but I don't stress it. The same thing. I'm focusing more on speaking to the people privately. So yeah, that's a good point to bring up too. That's one thing that I changed this month. And this month, I'm finally back into the higher numbers of hitting Success Club. The couple months before, I felt like I struggled just to get to 10. And one of the months I missed 10. And it was the first month, I was only 5 months away from All-Star with 10. And I was bummed because I missed it by 2 points. And I just totally changed my mindset. Yes, I go into the back office and I look at everything, whatever, but I don't focus on the number. I focus on the person. I don't focus on a lot of the statistics. Just once a month, the beginning of each month, I'll go in and on my Excel sheet, I'll just write what my numbers are from that month just to make sure I'm actually adding to my network, because I don't ever want to be stuck in a cold market again. And what that means is you have your warm market of your family. Really, Lucy? You have your warm market, your family, your friends that you've already known before you started the business. And then you have your cold market of people you're just meeting. You want to constantly be adding to that cold market so you're never just stuck in your cold market, if that makes any sense. So basically, while you're working and talking to your warm market and telling them what you're doing, you're adding new people to your network that you're getting to know. You're becoming friends with them. You're building the relationship with them. Then that part of your cold market becomes part of your warm market, because now you know each other. You're friendly. They know what you do. You know what they do. And you might have already started talking to them about helping them. But as you're doing that, you're still adding to that cold market. So that way you never have no network. You always have your cold going into your warm as you're adding new cold. So it just keeps moving like this. That's why it's so important that I said, don't just add 5 people. Put the timer on for 3 minutes and add as many people as you can for the 3 minutes, like we did on our Team Power Hour call. Some people added 20 people. I think it was you, Natalie. Didn't you add like 18 or 20 people in that 3 minutes? If she would have just added 5, her cold market is going to be smaller, less people to go into the warm. You know, just make sure you are speaking to all these people individually and you have a follow-up system. I cannot stress that enough to you guys. Whether it's no card, whether it's Teamsy, whether it's anything else, anything that you could think of that. Good morning, Lee. Morning. Anything that you can think of that's going to help you with follow-up, because I did not have somebody at the beginning telling me to do something like that. I did not have somebody to tell me how important that was. And I have so many contacts that fell through the cracks that I'm trying to find them all now and put them into my system, which takes more time, where it's more time I could be speaking to somebody. So please, 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 as much as we stress personal development and consistency, you need to have a follow-up system now. I don't care if you're only talking to one person. Make some sort of follow-up system for that person, but you need to start with one, or else it's really hard to switch it or hard to make one when you have a large amount of people that you're talking to. Anybody else struggling, or anybody else change anything this week that you feel is working with how you're talking to people or how you're posting or what you're sharing? Everybody's good? Look in the chat to see if Heather chatted anything. Okay. Krista, how are you doing with everything?
Well, I've been kind of struggling lately. Like, I go through, like, I've never actually went to a doctor or talked about it, but, like, I kind of feel like sometimes I get into, like, this little depression and just kind of have this little funk. And I was telling Amber about it. Like, I've still been doing my shakes and doing real good with the diet, but, like, and I need to start using my Beachbody On Demand. Like, the last week, my internet was down, so I couldn't use my Beachbody On Demand, and because I got the 21 day fix extreme, but like, and I don't know if it's just because I'm trying to do it in the morning and I'm more agitated, or if it's just the program itself. But like, I get so aggravated. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I can't stand it. And so like Amber's just like, you need to use your Beachbody on Demand, like try different programs
I
and
was just
stuff
gonna
like
say
that.
that.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. I'm like, I was actually while listening to y'all, and that was another thing. Like we had talked about scheduling, and I was like, all gung ho about it, and then yeah, I just kind of started going back to where I was before, and I was like, I told Amber, I said, I think I tried to schedule too much for my day. Like I tried to just stack all kind of stuff, and I think it became overwhelming, and so I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So I wrote down like, you know, the main things, like, okay, this is really what needs to get done, and especially I think I was stressing a lot like the housework, because I love my husband to death, but he's not very helpful around the house except for like, you know, cutting grass and stuff. And so like, and I feel like I can't just clean one thing. Like I need the whole house to be clean at one time. And I don't have a super ginormous house, but like some work, you know. Especially I have pets and all that
Right.
stuff. So I was like, I limited myself. Like I wrote on here, you know, just like do one a day. Like do one thing. Do either clothes, either sweep or you know, whatever the case is, and hopefully that'll help me. Like, you know, kind of like, okay, I could do this, and maybe as I become more efficient, I'm like, oh well, I have more time. You know, I can do this too, or you know, I think I was just trying to overdo it, and I tend to do that. Like I get so excited when I start something. I'm like, yeah, you know, like just
And you go gung-ho with it and then overwhelm yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that too. I would suggest for like your scheduling, just do what Amy and I have implemented, and just like today, schedule for tomorrow. That's one thing I do though on Fridays. I schedule for the whole weekend and that Monday, because I work on the weekends, but my power hour.
Yeah.
So I don't do my note card. Like Amy was saying, Sundays, I don't do the note cards or anything like that, but I still do my power hour. I'm chatting my messages. I'm still posting. I'm still checking in with my groups and things like that.
Yeah.
But maybe do that instead of trying to schedule a whole bunch. Just schedule the next day and make that part of your power hour, maybe of, okay, it's time to sit and work. Let me put the timer on for 3 minutes and just add as many new people as I can to talk to. Because you got to think everyone you add isn't going to accept you. So if you only add 5 and only 1 accepts you, you really only added 1 person that day. That's not enough to build your business like you want. So maybe do that, and maybe have your scheduling into your power hour to where you're just scheduling the next day. And you really only need like 3 posts on your like page.
Yeah. You see, like, I haven't even made one yet. And I was kind of listening to y'all with the like pages, and y'all saying like that y'all would like schedule a week. So like y'all would actually write out a post for like a week in advance, like every day.
That's what I was doing. It was crazy. But I wasn't as busy. I wasn't talking to as many people. I didn't have my note card system at that time. So I had time on Monday to sit down and I have it written on a calendar of what I want to post at what time. And then I would just do that post, schedule it. Because on Facebook with the like pages, you can schedule it right on the like page.
Really?
Schedule it to post a week from that day or whatever. So I would sit and do that. But now I have my note card system. I'm talking to a staff this big on a daily basis. I don't have time to sit. So I'm only scheduling the next day, which finally I don't stress out anymore. I'm like, hey, it's getting there before, as long as there's something going on there. And even if I have to end up a day that it didn't happen and I'm posting it the day of, oh well, as long as I'm, you know. So it's a mindset. And for you with the funk, I still go through that.
Yeah.
I think it's just us women. I don't think you have any depression or anything like that. I think it's just us women. We go through funks. Our hormones are everywhere. But one thing I could say that would really help you is reading personal development, or at least listening to personal development every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I still get in those funks, but they're not as often as they used to be. It used to be a couple times a month. I would feel like just sad, and I don't know why I'm sad, or just blah. And I really don't know why, because my life is great. Everything's great. Business is great. This is great. But I'm just like, I'm not happy. Something needs to change. I just don't know what. You know what I mean? And that doesn't happen as much anymore. And I really, really, really put that all with personal development. And that's one thing that this business has given me, because I never read. I didn't listen to personal development. I didn't listen to motivational stuff. But since I've made that change, I noticed that doesn't happen to me anymore.
Yeah, and another like I had signed up for Audible, but like and there's a bunch of books that I've been putting, like on my read list that I want to read, but like I don't want to keep spending $17 every time I finish a book, to read another book. And I didn't realize Amber was telling me like on YouTube they have, books that you can listen to. Like I just thought it was like the motivated I can't say it this morning.
But they have audiobooks for free.
So yeah, so she's like, no, go look on there. They have some books, and I was like, that's what I need, because I've never been one to sit down and read, and like I got the audible, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I put it on in the morning, and like I just keep a pen and paper on the counter or whatever, and like when I hear something, I'll just write it down. Then I can fix the breakfast or getting dressed or whatever, and so it's like I like that, where you could just do other things too. And
I'm gonna look through my books, both on my audio ones and ones that I have on my Kindle, and find one. You need to read one that's very girl empowering to make you to help you with a lot of the things that you're going through. I know Girl Code was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like that
for like the empowering. That's one that you can look up. God, this would be a great month. Yeah, I was just gonna say, you are a badass. And that one, definitely, I know that one's audio. I think that one's on YouTube also. I think I found that one on YouTube.
Amber had gotten me the book, and I started reading it. And then, like I said, like I'm not want to sit down and read. So, like I read, and I loved it. Like what I did read of it, I loved it. And then, so I did look at it on the audio. But, like I said, it was like $17, $18. I forgot how much it was, And it's like, oh, man, like I just paid off my little card and stuff. Like I don't want to put more money on there, so I'm just kind of like.
And just so you know, on Audible, even though I want to say it's like $9 a month, every month you get one credit, which is good for one book. Exactly. So you end up paying like $9 a month for a book, so it's not that bad. But definitely for like empowering type books, I would say You Are a Badass is really, really good. I have a bunch in my Kindle, so I'll message you. Some of the titles, or if anybody on here has any titles on the top of their head that they can think of that are very empowering.
Heather had sent the Miracle Morning, which I remember we talked about that before.
Yeah, that'll help you with planning the Miracle Morning, and it'll help set your mindset for the whole day, so you won't get in that slump, throughout the day and stuff like that. She says it's for it a lot. Badass was the first one that she read, and it completely changed her mindset. So,
Girl Code is the third book in a series. So if you read the whole Champagne Diet series, they're all good.
Yep. Yeah. There's 4 of them, aren't there?
There is 4.
Yeah.
Girl Code's the 4th one then.
Yeah. But
Champagne Diet's the first one.
Yeah, those are all awesome, empowering. But Miracle Morning I liked, and you can do the audio. That's how I did. I listened to it. I went on YouTube and just typed Miracle Morning audiobook and found it, listened to it. And it explained like how to get your mindset, things that you can do in the mornings to help set the tone of your day. I still do my Miracle Morning. It doesn't take long to do. The only thing that I haven't been doing during my Miracle Morning is the exercise. Alex and I, for a while, we were walking the block. We haven't done it for a couple of weeks. So we said we're going to start implementing it again Monday. But it's basically like, you having your quiet time, your silence and your affirmations, and you visualize your day, things like that, your exercise. So that was, Heather, that was a really great recommendation to do the Miracle Morning. If anybody in here hasn't listened to it, go on YouTube and do Miracle Morning audio so you can listen to that, because it's awesome. It's awesome. It definitely changed a lot for me, for my mindset also. Everybody is reading a book right now or listening to one right now, right? Thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. That's very, very important to be reading or listening to some form of personal development during your journey, because there are times that you can get down. There are times, we're women to begin with, but so the hormonal things happen anyways, but just in the business alone, like you post something, nobody likes it or no one comments, or, so it's moments that's going to happen, and you're going to feel like, so continually doing personal development. Like I've been listening and finishing again. I've listened to this book already once, The Compound Effect. But now I try to do a little bit of that PD in the morning when I'm making lunches, making breakfast. It's on the counter playing on my phone so I can listen to it while I'm making everybody shakes or whatever else. So
Yeah.
another thing is, if you haven't done one, do a dream board.
I was just going to show you. Amber and I worked on mine Thursday, and I was so excited with it.
Oh, look at, she's got all that glitter on hers.
Yes. And I think that's going to kind of help me too, because I was, you were talking about like the branding, and I was like, okay, like what, like there's really nothing kind of consistent. I'm kind of one of those people, like I go through that phase where I'm like in love with something, like, either a print or something like that. And then like a couple months down the road, it's like, okay, on to the next thing. What do I consistently like, and like I like the ritzy stuff. Like I like the glitter. I like the pink, Maybe that can kind of be like my thing.
Yep.
So I kind of killed two birds with one stone, and I was so excited.
I love it. Great job. Good job, Amber, leading her in her dream board.
She had to write for me because I have a horrible handwriting. So I was like, okay. And both her and my other friend were here, and I was like, okay, which one do y'all want to write on my board for?
I have now hang that up somewhere so you see it all the time, because that's what I did. I hung mine up in my office, and then as I accomplished something, I took a red marker and I crossed right through it. So then that way I can see that I've accomplished something on my dream board. So, which really helps me too, because I'm very visual. So I have to see things, and then I have to see that I've accomplished them. So I don't get discouraged because, okay, I haven't gotten anywhere. So I just took a red marker and I started crossing out the things that I hit. So then that way, that it helps push you and it helps remind you of things that you want.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good job on doing it. And if other people have not done a dream board yet, you can do it like that on a poster. I have mine on a poster, and then you could also do it. They have, there's Lonnie's. I was just going to say.
Mine's in my planner. I like pasted mine. I printed it and pasted it on the cover of my planner.
You always see it.
So every time I open my planner, it's in there.
That's awesome. That's a good idea. I might have to do that with my planner.
I like that.
That's a really good
like every day when I open my planner, it's there in my face.
Good job. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, and they have apps too where you can make a dream board electronically and make it like the wallpaper on your phone or the wallpaper on your iPad. So every time you click the home button on your phone, you see it, So I had mine like that for a little bit.
Is that what you used, Amber, was an app?
No, it was just a picture app that I just grabbed pictures and put them together on my own, on a collage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I did.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Whatever works, everybody's a little bit different, but make sure and you can visualize and have something that you can see all the things that you want. I don't care if you just want an expensive pair of shoes. Take a picture of those shoes and put them on your dream board. That's something you want, And that was something I struggled with at the beginning. I'm like, well, what the hell do I put on my dream board? What do I put? And then you just got to think of all the things you want. I don't care if to you think someone's going to think they're silly. It doesn't matter what other people think. This is your dream board. These are the things you want in your life.
Yeah.
Whether it be a family, whether it be to travel more, whether it be a certain car, like whatever it is, put it on there. The more you have on there, the better, because it's just going to push you even more with what you're doing. So how is everybody else doing? Everybody's doing okay with everything? Heather wrote on here, hold on, in the chats. I'm in the Diamond group with Jen Greenberg, and I'm learning a ton of stuff. She sent us an assignment to watch Shailene speak about Instagram. Oh, cool. Yes, if you can please put the link. She said she's in the Diamond training with the Diamond Crush group with Jen, and she had them watch a thing from Shailene on Instagram and stuff like that. So that's awesome. That's really awesome. I love Shailene Johnson. She has a really great podcast, Build Your Tribe. Really, really like it. So if you go on podcast and type her name in, that's one of the main ones that comes up. That one's really awesome. I was thinking about putting a group together and us doing it together, like each day listening to whatever day and implementing whatever she's stating on that day. So for the team, I I got to look at it to see how many days it is and stuff like that. So I'll keep everybody in the loop for that when that's going to come. Because I remember I had done it once before and it made a big difference. It really helped me visualize and get my mindset and get organized. So that might help you, Krista. So make sure you're checking into our team page as often as you can, because I'll be posting things in there. Other people like Heather's going to post that for us. She'll post the link. She said it's an hour long. And she's saying that Shailene says that Instagram is the most successful way to grow your business. So that'll be awesome. I'm excited to watch that. Yeah. So Heather, whenever you get a chance, put that in the team page, but constantly check that team page. The links go up a few times for the calls. You know, other coaches will be posting things that they're learning in other groups. I'll be posting different things, especially different trainings and stuff of groups that I'm going to be opening up. So like I said, I know September 12th is going to be our Coach Basics Beginners. So make sure you have your new coaches ready. Even if they're discounted, it'd be good for them to learn the back office. And then I'm going to look at the Build Your Tribe and see, I want to see how many days, make sure it's not too long. So it's something that we can do together as a team and help each other even more. But everybody is doing great so far this month. Let's get out there and push so you guys can get that one-on-one, like that Q&A with Jen and Mike Greenberg, because I think that would really be helpful to all of you. Just one coach or one challenger, and you're on that call. It doesn't matter if you have any points on the board now. It doesn't matter if you hit Success Club or not for the month. Just sign at least one coach or one challenger, and you get to be on that call. So that's for everybody, not just the people that have points on the board. Okay. All right, guys, if everybody else is doing good and nothing to chat about, then we are complete and we are done. I don't know if anybody wants to take pictures. I'll take one that I could share with everybody.
Hold on, let me get cute.
Let me know when everyone's ready and smile. And I made sure it has Heather's name there. You ready, Krista?
Okay. Amber and I have this thing. You can't look bald.
Okay. I'll post the picture in our team page, and then you guys can share it and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend and a great rest of your Saturday. And if you're going to work your power hour after this, if you have any questions, just text me. I'm going to go dance in the garage with my mom and get my workout done.
How old is your mom?
Huh?
How old is your mom?
63.
Go ahead.
And yesterday she forgot her workout clothes and she danced in her work clothes. I'm like, now that's dedication. She saw me and at first she wasn't going to do it. And then she saw me and my dad dancing. Next thing you know, we look over and she's dancing in her work clothes. She's like, you have to do it. It's too much fun. So it's cute. So I posted a picture of her. I'm like, look, she can't resist. She even did it in her work clothes. She didn't do the whole thing, but she did some of it. It was funny.
Aw.
So, all right, guys, have a good rest of your weekend.